Good morning, everybody. How are you all today? I hope you're well. I hope your snow is melting wherever you are. And I hope the predictions of snow for us over Easter are wrong, because you know what I was saying about a week ago about don't panic. I'm trying to remind myself of that today. Hey, Poppy. So, I feel like things are a bit chaotic at the moment. It's rather like the morning after the night before. I've got a lot of sorting to do. These last little bits of building with all the lovely stuff I got from the shop the other day. Yeah, so I've got the last little bits of building to do, which I'm determined to get done today, because after today my attention needs to be on the soil and getting the structures ready for the plants to grow up, etc, etc. But I'm just going to come in, I'll just show you what I mean about feeling slightly chaotic at the moment. Let me just wriggle. Oh, it's a bit of a squeeze at the moment. So look at the state of my shed. You know, it's typical at this time of year, isn't it? We've got all our sticks and poles that haven't been in use or that are new, waiting to be used. I've just had my delivery of my red onions. Woohoo! So they need spreading out on a tray. I would normally get them in right now, but I am slightly hesitant, and actually, whoopla, up and over. In there you can see the white onions ready to go in. Yeah, like I say, in previous years they'd be in by now, but I'm a bit reluctant because of the prospect of snow over Easter. A few of the sweet peas have germinated, yay! I started some more at home, but today's main focus thanks, Poppy's going to demonstrate. So I've got this old window. I'm just going to get the chandlery, or whatever it's called, off, give it a bit of a rub down, and then that's going to go into the middle of my fence, which you can't see from here, probably, not properly. So, Poppy, are you going to help me today, please? Shall I give you some sandpaper? Yeah, so there's a fair bit to get done today, but it's a fair day today weather-wise. It's mild, it's perfect weather for, you know, sort of working quite hard, and I've got loads of wood to saw, to cut to size, to fit around the window, which you'll see shortly when I get to work. The other thing, of course, talking of all this sort of chaos, is, of course, where I've got that little deck area, I've been using it to store things on over the last few weeks. I've got all those tree trunks that I'm going to use for the teepees. I've got all the new wood, so I'm going to have to clear everything off first. It's a bit like, do you remember when you were a kid, we used to have those games that were like squares within a frame, but with one square missing, so you could just move one square at a time to move it around to make the picture? That's kind of what it's like on the plot at the moment. I move something to one place so I can work, and then I need to work in the place that I've moved it to. I have to move it to somewhere else. Oh, what fun. I think it's time to just get stuck in, isn't it? Come on, let's do some work. I don't know how easily any of these are going to come off, because, you're right, Pops, some of them are really, really rather rusted in. I can't even get my screwdriver out. Right, Poppy, you're right in the way. Other way. I can't see what I'm doing. Poppy, you're going to knock that. Oh, clever girl. Clever girl. I made the mistake of giving her big cuddles as soon as I got here this morning, so I think she thinks I'm just here to cuddle her all day. I should do the work first and then do the cuddles. So I'll save this I'm just thinking it might be useful when I eventually do build a built-in bench on the deck area for pole storage. It might, it might come in useful. Oh, darn twist. Anyway, yeah, so I'll keep that. With the built-in bench on the deck, I don't know when that will happen because I'm definitely not going to be buying wood for that. That's definitely going to be skip stuff. No more spending. And actually, the spends I have done, put it this way, I don't have to do them. You can certainly get on with your garden without spending that kind of money. That's that off. Oh, no chance with the hinges. No. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a light sanding. Not too much. I quite like how done in it looks. Let's just put these to one side so we don't lose the screws. Keep that. Yay! Of course, I've forgotten to bring my sanding block with me today, but never mind. I actually kind of like how knackered it looks. I mean, the thing is, if I wanted to at some point in the future, I could paint it, but look at it. Look how crazy the paint's gone. People would pay a ton of money to have that kind of finish on their furniture. Like I say, just the very lightest of sanding to get the worst flakes off. Obviously, if I was doing this for something at home indoors, or, you know, part of the shed, and I wanted it to be weatherproof, I'd be sanding it right back, repriming it, undercoat, sand, another undercoat, sand, top coat, sand, top coat. But it's not for indoors and it doesn't need to be weather tight, so that I think will do. Right, time to get stuck into the fence. So I've got somewhere to put this lovely little window. Seven and 3/4. That's the middle. that. Now, what's the middle of this lovely frame? That's going to sit 62.31. So it should be. Me with my dressmaking tape measure. I need to buy a builder's tape measure, but actually no, I don't need to buy one, because this will do. Oh, halfway on the thing. Cutting. Too much clobber everywhere. So, the idea is fit it in like this, and then there are some big screws down to hold it. Right, so I just need to cut 4 lengths up to there, 4 and a bit on the other side. Done. I've got a lot of sawing to do, which is not my forte. Right, let's get on. Seriously need more room. Oh well. Side in theory is easier because I'm just cutting wood off. The side is going to be a bit more fun because I have to add wood. Add wood, add wood, add wood. Oh dearie. gave me a fright. Guy's just turned up. I'll be back in a minute. Well, that was a nice little interlude. Kai's going to try and get her potatoes in today. I haven't put mine in yet. What I'm planning to do is, after this, is get the trenches dug, because I didn't do them the other day, and hopefully by digging them, let the sunshine get into the bottom of the trench and start to warm them up a bit. Oh, I've never been in such a dither about when to plant my spods. It's these rumours of snow again over Easter weekend have kind of put me off. Right, last one on the easy side. Oh, no. Floppy wrists. You know, this has been, whoopla, a bit of a labour of love, but hopefully it's going to last me a few years. It's just going to be here and making me happy, so it's definitely worth it. Right, other side. Get your saw out again, girl. Right, well, both sides of the fence are done. So now I'm just creating within this frame another little frame for the window to slot up against, so that I can then screw from the other side to secure it. It's all very Heath Robinson and hodgepodge, and it's all the very last of my scraps from doing the shed fit out. Last few screws. And my screwdriver bit has broken. It was a very old, it was more than third, fourth hand when I got it, so it's done okay. This might be a job for a second pair of hands. Kai is here, as you know, but I'm loath to ask her because she's always so short of time, and bless her, she's trying to get her spods in today. But now, you see, when that goes in, boom, it sits against the fence with this bit, and then there's more against the fence there. Oh, not fence, against the frame. Dare I try and do it on my own? I think what I'll do is I'll go around the other side and I can drill some pilot holes, get my screws all lined up, and then maybe I can do it one-handed or single-handedly, as in one hand drill, one hand holding the window. Yeah, let's give that a go. Oh, I'm a bit of a nervous Nelly about this. I've marked, I know how far the glazing goes. So the idea is to then make the pilot holes a goodly way away. I don't have much space to work with, and I've got to say, when it comes to glass, I am a bit of a nervous Nelly. So, here goes. You see, I said Kai's name 3 times and she's turned up. Kai, I think this might be perfect timing, gorgeous, because of a second pair of hands to hold the glazing from the other side. You get your spods in.
I'm still digging the weeds out.
Okay, this might be an exciting moment in a moment. Heath Robinson would give me a merit badge, I'm sure. I've got 6 screws left. 7 screws.
Did you pre-drill the frame? Window frame?
No. Living on the edge. Right. Let's have a bit of line up. To be honest, I think it's so rotten. It may, yeah. Oh, look at that. It helps if you've got a drill bit, doesn't it?
Oh, so that just dropped out?
No, I just didn't put it in. Oh, you see, life would be boring if I did things perfectly first time. Right then. How do you feel about holding up a pane of glass?
What, so it can drill into my hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Right, let's hike this up so we can see what we're doing. How very serendipitous that you should be here right now.
Yes, I was excited. The experiment's working. Okay, I did sort of mean pre-drilling today.
Snuggy snug.
Yep, nice one.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see, fingers crossed. You don't know where to pull your hand, do you? My drill bit, one of the things come off as guide. So that's
Right,
why
just
it's
do it nice and
bit.
gently across because the glass.
Yeah, you're quite right. Stupid bit. I think if I get the top two on either side,
Yes.
I need to get a new bit, and then I might finish it off once I've got a new bit, rather than be so rattle bang about it all. That's more like it. What is it about glass? It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I'm on the side that it was pop out on it.
Yeah. Oh, got excited. It's not going in there. That will do, because the end of
You might as well.
you're not going to be able to pick it up. It's so, this whole side is sheared off. Shall I give it a go? Get them in a little bit anyway, and then I can just do it by hand if necessary. Are you braced?
I'll move my hand.
Braced for a Vivi disaster. Oh, Kai, thank you. There's no way I'd be able to do this with just my one pair of hands. And then I'll put a couple in the bottom, but when I've got some screws. Do you want to have a look? Come on. Yay, there it is in place. Actually, let me come around this side to give you a slightly better look. Oh, wobble, wobble, wobble. Yes, it is proud at the top. It's meant to be. It's meant to be sort of like, obviously not a house, but imagine by the time the look, you're actually, Kai, while you're there, could you clean my window, please? Look, it's filthy. But imagine once all the plants are growing around it, it's going to be great. Now the test is, have I put it in the right place? To test if it's in the right place, I need to go up to the shed. Ta-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la. There's something in the air today. And get myself sitting down as if it's a nice summer's afternoon and I'm having a wee breather. So I'm sat here and I look at the garden and look at that. Yes, it's in the right place. I can see my vegetables through my window. Of course, I have to make some curtains for it. I'm kidding. Right, I think it's time for a brew.
Long drawstring.
so I can, oh gosh, sorry, you're in close up, so that I can pull them closed at night when I'm actually in my flat. Ah, now this is exciting. Tell everyone what you're up to.
Ooh, should I? It's just one of my usual pinhole experiments, but there's something special with this one.
So Kai, for those of you who don't know her,
anymore yet.
Kai is an art photographer. So this is actually a camera strapped to the side of my shed, and I actually know what the experiment is slightly. So I can't wait to see the reveal. There's lots of revealing is going to happen.
They're working.
Are they?
Yeah.
How long are you going to leave this one for?
Where are we? March, to the end of March.
Oh, it's only about 2 weeks. So
yeah,
obviously,
maybe another week or
contained within this container, there is photographic paper. So we'll have to wait a couple of weeks. Yay!
And then everyone can see the results.
And we'll maybe hang one in my new cottage over there. Right, time for a brew, I think. Well, that was all quite an effort. But I'm so glad I got it done. I've done a few other little bits and bobs today while I've had the tools out. But hopefully now that's most of the kind of big stuff done. So it's time for me to turn my attention, here we go, to the rest of the garden. So what I'm hoping with this little deco is here in front, this bed that really I only got cleared last summer, just at the beginning of June, so I quickly put those squash in. Sorry, wobbly. It didn't have any mock or anything dug in it, so they didn't do very well, but I got something. So the plan now is this becomes my herb garden. And down here I'm going to incorporate a load of gravel, and it's at the front where it gets the full sun, so that's going to be for the sort of the Mediterranean type herbs. And then as we come back through the bed, at this end I will dig a load of muck in, and this will be for my sort of taller, lusher, greener, juicier things, shall we say. But what I'm hoping is that, over summer it's going to attract all sorts of bees and other insects. I can sit here at the end of a long, hard session in the garden and just enjoy all the scents from the herb garden, enjoy watching the butterflies and bees on it. And generally, it's going to be my pew for having a G&T in the evening. I don't know why I always say G&T, I'm not really a gin drinker. So the next job, it will be tomorrow now, is I need to start getting the field beans turned in. I need to dig out my spud trenches here. The idea with getting the trenches dug now is so that some sunlight hopefully can get down into the bottom of the trench and start to warm the soil up. Fingers crossed we don't get that snow. And just a quick word about the field beans. They do need digging in now, because there needs to be, once they've been dug in, they ideally need a fallow period of about 4 weeks, because initially when they get dug in, they'll actually be robbing nitrogen, so you don't want to plant in there straight away. So that's the priority over the next couple of days, to get all these beans dug in, and then I can start work on this gorgeous little herb bed, and I can start to dream a dream of summer. Looking through my window to my shed. I need to clean my window. I'm so happy that this is done now, and I can really start to see how it's going to be with all the plants growing all over it. Yay! In the meantime, I need to go home and have a soak in some Epsom salts or something, because I ache all over. Oh, happy days. So for now, I'll say cheerio. Look after yourselves, everyone. Happy dreaming, happy planning. Just for a minute, remember what it was like last summer. We will have it again one day. See you soon.